YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha, back in the building for another Last Cloudia news and information video. Now, we did spend a good portion of last night watching the newest DMC info live stream, but I did want to make a video breaking it down and just going over the highlighted information with a couple details that we didn't know until today. So excited to review all of that. Let's get started without further ado. To kick it off, they announced that Virgil and Young Nero are going to be the new collab units introduced. That's why they didn't specify Devil May Cry 5 again in this rerun, because Young Nero is from DMC 4, which does have a lot of people hyped. Sorry for everyone who wanted some waifus like Trish and Lady, but they're sticking with the husbandos this time around. They showed us the artwork for the two LR arcs coming. The first is Duel at the Quillyfathoth, and the Part 2 LR arc will be Devil May Cry 5. Very cool. I think that's our promo arc just turned into an arc, which I'm not mad at. It's a very, very clean shot, so we'll have to wait and see what those details are for the Part 2 information. We do have the Gacha Schedule, so obviously for Part 1 we're getting Virgil and the Duel arc on the 9th, so in 2 days from when I'm recording this. Very, very hype stuff. Virgil is guaranteed at the end of Step Up Lap 3, so very standard. With the collab step-ups, I can't remember if they're discounted. I don't think they are. I think that's permanent units. So both of these units guaranteed at the end of Lap 3. Comes out to about $320 per character if you want to go with the strictly paid crystal route. Very, very pricey game we play as gacha players. The Young Nero banner will be arriving on the 15th, so 2 weeks after the Part 1 drops, and both of them are around until the 29th of September. 11:59 Pacific time, so keep that in mind. You have time to make decisions on who you want to summon for, where to spend your crystals. If you're free to play budget or just don't have many crystals to spend with, do not rush to get anything without all of the information available to you. For the free-to-play casual or people missing anything from the first DMC5 collab, we are getting a Selector ticket for any of the 5 things introduced last time. So Dante, Nero, V, and the 2 LR arcs that I am covering right here will be available for selection just by logging into the game when the collab goes live, which is extremely hype. V, this mobile office arc are 2 of the most OP tools we have in the game to this day. So the fact that you can just scoop those up for free, one of the 2 just by logging in is incredible. But don't think it stops just there. We do have some clarification on some other ways to get some Selector tickets, which I think is very, very interesting. And of course, the homie Tweaks dropped a video essentially ranking how he feels you should approach selecting using your Selector ticket here, which is very, very enlightening. I think a lot of people, a lot of new players should check it out to get information on why you should maybe pick one thing over another in a certain priority order. Looking at the Redux gachas, which is just simply the gacha that will include everything that was released prior to this rerun. We've got a standard pickup gacha for these things, but we also have a free crystal step-up gacha for this Redux banner. And if you read right here, a trade ticket is available at the end of each step-up lap. I'm over here covering this whole thing. However, why this is so interesting and what Tweaks and I had questions on after seeing this for the first time. How expensive was this step up going to be? And how many rotations could you do on it? Well, we do have some information. If I switch over to some screenshots, thank you to Vember for getting these and posting these in the Buddha Gang Discord chat. Barlene, the ATIS staff member, says, on top of that, at the end of each lap on that step up banner, referring to the Redux, you get another selection ticket. You can do this with free crystals. You can do a total of 3 or 4 laps. Barlene can't quite remember. Each lap is around 15k, so that's a decent deal if you're missing some of those Redux stuff. So if you can do it 4 times, that's going to be a total of 60,000 crystals. Now, not everyone's going to have all of that available to them. I would say the majority hardly have any crystals to their name, but with each lap being 15k, what that does mean is that you can get both the Van Ark or V upon login, and then pity the other one for just 15,000 crystals. If you really want to go crazy, spend another 15k, get another guaranteed something with a trade ticket, you have the option. And you may get stuff along the way since they are step-up summons. So this right here, to me, is the highlight of what players are going to be getting as free-to-play players with their free crystals, because like I said, V, the Van Ark, extremely top tier, and you can essentially pity them onto your account for just 15,000 crystals, which is just crazy value. Okay, don't sleep on that. Yes, they're not giving you one of the new things. You're not going to be getting a free Virgil or Young Nero, but these tools are still extremely potent and viable for so much of the difficult content in the game. It's just nuts. So very cool that we got some clarification on those details and wanted to make sure I shared it in this video. They announced the return of an event that I think many people are fond of, Bloody Palace. Mow down hordes of monsters to top the rankings, rank high for support frames, and other awesome rewards. So I think in the past you were able to use support friends to clear this. However, they did announce that that's no longer going to be a thing. So this will be a ranking event that is solely based on what you have available on your account. And you're able to get some support frames, which means your boy might go a little try hard on this, because I definitely like having those support frames to flex. So yeah, that's definitely what's desirable for me. Hopefully the ranking to get the highest tier of support frame isn't super tight knit, you know. I want a shot, please, Adis. They showed us a breakdown of the different equipment that's going to be available in this collab. So we know that there's going to be a collab challenge. That's when you log in, there's like a little collab challenge button on the home screen, and you do very, very basic things to unlock it. You're going to be getting that sword force edge all the way in the left. Descendants of Sparta is the event that's tied to the new collab characters, so we can get the Aegis Shield as well as Vital Star L. We can see the collab credential trading spaces for both Virgil, getting Yamato and Virgil's coat, and then Young Nero, Nero's overcoat, and Nero's boots. The legendary Devil Hunter are the free to grind items that were available in the first collab. We're going to have those return. And then the Crimson Ore trading space, we can see the return of the first three characters' credential gear, as well as some notes right here. Plus, use Godforge Alchemy on these items. So we know that the kits for the old units didn't get a second buff after their E5, their enhancement, their 5th enhancement, but it seems that the way they are buffing these units again is through the Godforge system with their credential gear. So kind of sad for any free-to-play players, because getting these pieces of gear without spending is just virtually impossible. It's a very, very bad use of your Crimson Ore. And so it's really just the pay-to-play players that will be enjoying any buffs that these units are going to be getting through this gear. But interesting nonetheless. You know, will they throw super armor on Dante's coat? I think is my question, and a ton of other people's question that we're wondering. It's just very ironic that I think Dante and Virgil are brothers, and one of the biggest critiques that Dante got is that he doesn't have super armor and his combos are super long, that he gets flinched out very easily, and they made sure to give his brother Virgil super armor just right off the rip, when I don't even think he really needed it. his attack animations are way faster than Dante's, so kind of ironic, but we'll see what these Godforge buffs look like. I'll just live vicariously through Tweaks and other paid players. We've got new collab stamps incoming for multiplayer, so pretty dope. Let's have some fun and let's rock. I'm down with it. I'm down with both of these. We also have the old collab stamps that were available last go around returning, so if you didn't get to pick these up, now's your chance. We've got a new Urizen boss incoming. Last time it was just us attacking a little pixelated version of his art sitting on the throne. Now he's coming to life. He's got eyeballs all over the place. It looks like he's even more powerful, beefed up, so I'm very excited. It's always dope when we get to fight new interesting bosses, so we'll see what kinds of gimmicks they give him. I can't imagine it'll be too intense, but maybe there will be a high difficulty challenge that'll be interesting to make some videos about. We have the collab promos shown here, so we're going to be getting more soul spots, use fewer souls, so soul decrease cost, more friend points, and the deluxe friend gachas returning, which is always super hype. Special training gate, we have special skill study dungeon, gear upgrade field. I'm surprised they showed the special training gate as promo. I think that they used an old template because those are permanent now, guys. Oh, just kidding, because they cost 0 orbs, so that's the kicker right there. Boy, Buddha just has to read a little more. So they usually cost 1 orb to do daily, but now they're going to be 0 orbs, so make sure to take advantage of that. Gear upgrade field, we're getting returned. And those will start on the first day of the collab. Below, we're getting the all ability gates open, grand ability gates, and super soul accumulation returning. But those first 2 over there are happening in part 2, and then super soul accumulation isn't happening until the final week, so the 22nd is when that's going to happen. Along with the training promos, we're getting training field returning, which is the goated event to train your units, get mother souls, get unit souls for them, accumulate a ton of the coins to trade in the shop for a ton of ability board mats. So just one of the best events whenever they introduce some new characters that you want to work on. And the final thing I want to go over is something that your boy missed because I was busy looking over Virgil's kit with the homie Tweaks, but they did officially announce that the LC Pass is coming to the game on September 30th. Access a month of perks for a bargain price. We don't have any details yet, but something that people have been waiting years for them to drop has finally gotten an official date tied to it. You can see September 30th LC Pass. So something to look forward to for anyone who wants to get a nice little bargain deal for a cost-effective monthly rate. Sounds a lot like the BoodaFam membership. Thank you to my BoodaFam members. Please consider hitting that join button in order to save your boy Buddha from the abusers that won't sponsor him, as well as Lady Buddha from kicking him out of the house. We don't want any of that, so y'all support is appreciated. But very hype. LC Pass finally announced. People are probably like, wow, took them long enough, but at least better late than never. And that's where we're going to wrap up the video, guys. Just wanted to highlight the interesting things in this collab to give you a nice, short, and concise place to review this information. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on all bell notifications so you don't let the algorithm tell you when to watch my videos and you won't be out of the loop. And with all that being said, y'all know what we say, work hard, play hard. See you in the next video.